This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have all you here. By the way, if you live, by the way, if you're in Ohio, there is an alert for a tornado, okay, for certain counties in Ohio. So please get somewhere safe, stay inside. Don't be Pookie Ray Ray in them and be like, oh, there's a tornado. Because let me tell you, that tornado does not send you to Oz, okay? So with that being said, we have a lot to talk about. 90-Day Fiance, Hunt for Love, Season 1, Episode 4. Thank you to the 11 people from the top of the show. Thank you all so much for being here. 8 people now. Higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background. Yes, you do hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all you here. Let's get to the getting because there's a lot. There's a lot to discuss. By the way, I just want to say, this show is not fake. Okay. As a one fake comment, I left that there with my response of like, no, this is an actual factual show on TLC, and I'm just doing the after show for it. There was one comment that was really out of line, so I just deleted it because I'm just like if you've seen that there has been like 3 reviews of the show, one that make your mind inquire to like go to discoveryplus.com or go to tlc.com and look up the show. Just type in 90-Day Fiance, Hunt for Love, and just see all the articles. But hey, I guess some people are more behind the 8 ball than others. With that being said, let's get to the game doing what we do. So we open it up from the last episode of Jennifer and Tim arguing, right? And here's the thing. Jennifer does too damn much. She does. Here's the thing that I can't stand about relationships. If you could talk about Tim, Jennifer, Tim could talk about you. I'll say it 2 more times here. Jennifer, if you could talk about Tim, Tim can talk about you. If you, Jennifer, could talk about Tim, Tim can also talk about you. And here's the thing, right? If it's 7 years ago, why does it matter? Right? I think that's a very valid argument. But in the same token of that, if you keep bringing it up, then it still matters to you, right? And in the words of Cat Williams, if you wanted me to tell a better history of you, you should have treated me better. And it's just like you're hurting Tim's chances of finding love. And guess what? It doesn't make you look any better. Because Rob, I don't know if you know this, but you're with a poisonous python that's going to bite you in your ass. Okay? Just keep it a buck. And let me tell you something. She ain't the finest Latina in the world. She ain't. She's basic. She exists, but she does not make an impact. Okay? Listen. Child, Puerto Rico makes a bigger impact than Jennifer. Okay? I said it. And Jennifer ain't going to do shit to me. She's not. Because here's the thing. When you go on national television, all of your privacy, all your anonymity, all of your self-thinking of what you believe about yourself, that goes out the fucking window. Like I often say, you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. So it is what it is. But like, Jen, if you keep doing this, that's going to be your storyline all season. So by the time Sean Robinson hosts the reunion, if she brings up that it seemed like you were an agitator all season, you got to take the smoke. And you're doing it to yourself. So the context, conjecture, and connection behind what's going on is that Tim bought a lap dance for Jennifer because she's never been to a strip club. I think that's a very reasonable thing to do. Oh, you never been to a strip club? Hey, can you come over here and dance for her? Like, that's not uncommon. Like, I've never been to a strip club before, and my homeboys for my birthday wanted to buy me a lap dance. That doesn't mean that I don't get down with women. The fuck? Is that what we're doing? Flabber McGag. And then Cole, what in the fuck is your ass doing? Trying to come up to Tim and try to check him about how he handled Jennifer. Bruh, you only been with Jen for a couple of days. This ain't your fucking business, bruh. This ain't. So let me tell you something. If Tim wanted to knock your ass out, be my guest, go forth and prosper. I don't advocate for violence, but I do advocate for justice. Because you did way too much. Way too much. Because here's the thing. You even said, bruh, that if somebody was spreading rumors about me, it would piss me off. So if it would piss you off, why are you getting onto Tim's ass about it? Because you know what you are looking like, bro? Cole, you are looking like this.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days? Where the hell that bitch live at?
It's not.
Still don't know where that damn bitch lives at. Okay? So, like, seriously, Cole, dude, you're not doing yourself any favors by defending somebody who is spreading rumors about somebody else. Because here's the thing. I remembered something that Jennifer said, that if you do something to her that she doesn't like, you get hell. That should have been a warning to stay far away from her existence. But hey, the devil presents your fantasy as a present. And then guess what? When you open it up, it's a clearance item. Good Lord Jesus. So Jennifer says she's not about drama, her confessional, but she's clearly lying because she is creating drama. So Cole is jumping the broom way too much, right, about trying to check Tim. And then he says to Jennifer, hey, you know those 10 seconds you take 20 of them. What the hell? Did I miss a wedding ceremony in this show? We're only on the 4th episode. What the hell are we doing here? So Chantel checks in with Tim. Chantel's defending Tim. And Cole, you did too much to Chantel when you said, then get out of my face. No, you get out of Chantel's face. You coming over here telling Lottie Dottie, everybody in the world to talk with your girl what they need to do. You need to check your damn self. And Cole is controlling. What? Cole is controlling, but yet you giving him time and attention and trying to make a connection with him, though, right? And Tiffany, you said that there needs to be talking without yelling. Guess what? That needs to be to Jennifer, not to Tim. But I'm not going to get on to you because at least you recognize it. But I can't stand when people say, hey, both of y'all need to be a solution. Okay, listen, before you ask people to be a solution, can you at least recognize which one's the fucking problem? Just saying. And Cole is stupid for saying how an argument doesn't matter. Bruh, if somebody's done you wrong, then that argument's going to matter to you regardless. I don't think Cole was mentally prepared for reality television. I just don't. Because, bro, this is the 4th episode. This behavior should be on like the 7th or 8th episode, not the 4th one. And then, Jennifer, you bring up money. Child, it seems like you're holding on to Tim more than Tim is holding on to you. And Tim is done, and he's ready to leave the experience. Bruh, listen, I feel you. I would have left too. But also, too, listen, TLC chose you. You got flown out. You got your room paid for. You got your drinks paid for. You got your food paid for. Bro, just look at it as a vacation. Because that's why I believe most of the Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants do on the Bachelor and Bachelorette on ABC. It's a vacation. Because ain't no way in the hell you're going to go on national television Fall in love in 7 to 8 weeks and then be married for the rest of your life. Sean and Catherine are the exception. I don't want to hear that shit. Because the recent bachelor and his pick just broke up. What a shock. What a shock. What a shock. So Courtney then is conflicted about Uzman, as we see in a preview coming up after the commercial break. Colt is talking to Courtney, and Courtney feels bad, but she loves stirring up the drama. Courtney, I agree, but also you are double-minded. And you can't be just straight-laced about what you really are about for yourself as a person. So you're skilled at everything, but you're a master at nothing. And so then Orange Stash dude Rocky is wrong that Tim came up to Jennifer. And Tiffany is saying, like, okay, true, but if it doesn't matter, why keep bringing it up? So the fact that, you know, Tiffany still wants to know about Rocky, I'm like, Tiff, I would be a little bit cautious, because if he is agreeing about bad behavior about somebody that he doesn't know, and you know Tim Moore, I don't shy myself away from you, but I do distance myself a little bit from you. And Chantel's going to defend her friend no matter what. And I feel you, Chantel. I would have done the same thing. So everybody takes a shot. Courtney said that Uzman was her number 1, 2, and 3. Uzman, you looked like a dumbass in this episode. You really did. I'm going to let you know that right now. Because how can Courtney be your 1, 2, and 3? You're my everything. It's the 4th episode. Sure, y'all have some history in Istanbul, but it didn't go nowhere. See, that's the problem with some people. They will take history and keep it locked away in the vaults and believe that was a connection. No. Let's just say if I'm in Hollywood, right? And somehow, you know, I'm at the Oscars, right? And I take a picture with Beyonce. That doesn't mean I hang out with Beyonce all night. Like, what the hell? I mean, people use association for a little bit of everything. They'll take an inch and make it a mile. Bruh. No. You're trying to take this inch of what happened to you and Courtney, and you're making it a mile in this experience. That's not how that works. Each platform requires a different energy. I'm just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So then Jennifer is going to talk to Rob, right? Cole said, can I sit with you? She's like, yeah, you can, but I'm going to talk to Rob. So they're leaving. Jennifer is drunk. Let me get Rob, I want you to mop me. What? She didn't say those words, y'all, but she was drunk, okay? So Chantel is blessed. That orange dress was dressing, okay? The yams were yamming. And that sweet potato pie probably tastes delicious, okay? Just keep it in a buck. Moving on! Cole is being aggressive, according to Jennifer. So Rob is like, which van does have drama on? Because I don't want it. So then Cole gets on the Sprinter with Jennifer, Rob, and everybody. And so Jennifer wants Rob to sit with her, right? And Cole is like, can you get up? And Jennifer's like, no, that's not happening. So Cole is doing too much. And Cole is so pissed off. I mean, just so damn pissed off. So Rocky talks to Cole about the night that was. Cole feels like he got played because he defended Jennifer. Bruh, you jumped in somebody else's business that was not your own, and you felt like you deserved a victory lap. Bruh, you did not win the Nextel Cup of dating. You did not. Okay, this was your first NASCAR race, and you lost. Okay, you're not a NASCAR champion yet in dating, and you probably never will be. So dating Jen is off the table for, Cole. And he dislikes Rob. Rob didn't do anything. You played yourself. So Jennifer wants to play Mario Kart, right? And Uzman is like Courtney. Uzman is like, if Courtney chooses Colt rather, that's her choice. And then, Uzman says that he loves Courtney and that he'll marry her, move her to Africa any day. I'm just like, bruh. And Tiffany said that you didn't even ask her on a date yet. It's like 1 + 1 = 2, right? So if I wanted to date, for example, Nzinga Amani, right? I can't just say, hey, I think Nzinga Amani Lee, Nzinga Lee, Miss Lee Nasty is a nice name. You want to get married? No! I have to court her. I have to go on dates with her. I gotta be there for the good times and show up. I gotta be there in the bad times and be her place to fall. I gotta know the small things that took her off. But I gotta know the small things that lift her up. Oh, that was a bar. That was a bar. That was #a bar. I gotta know the small things that took her off. But I also gotta know the small things that lift her up. I gotta know the small things that took her off. But I also gotta know the small things that lift her up. Actually, I'm gonna type that in the chat right now before I forget, because that was a bar. That was a bar. That was a legitimate bar. Know the small things that will tick her off, but I also have to know the small things that will lift her up. And that's facts. Like, it just, hello, hell to the low. Hell to the low. Here I am. Look at it. Anyway, let's roll on. So, here's the thing, right, with Uzman. You don't own Courtney, bro. And at the end of the day, it's up to Courtney to choose you, right? So, if you really want her, you gotta invest. If not, she wasn't yours to begin with. So then, Uzman talks about Colt, that he has a pot belly like a woman who is pregnant. Bruh. Like, we all know Colt ain't got like that. But bruh, that didn't make you any better. Because see, here's the thing, bruh. Whatever you do to somebody else can do the same thing to you. And you know how Courtney would look at that? Oh, well, if he talks about Colt that way, imagine how he would talk about me that way if we got into an argument. Just keep it up. So then Elise and Courtney talk about Uzman and Colt, but Courtney feels more of a connection to Colt, that he's this hot nerd. And she didn't see it before, but she definitely does see it. By the way, if you're enjoying this live, like, comment, share, and subscribe, everybody. Glad to have y'all here working to bring these work to live. We're talking about 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love, Season 1, Episode 4. We're live. Glad to have y'all here. And by the way, when you hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bells. That way you know whenever we go live on tour, upload a short, or upload a video. Glad to have all you here. So like I said, Uzman loves Courtney, wants to move to Africa. Married? No, bro. You have to invest in her before she becomes a part of your portfolio. You have to invest in her before she becomes a part of your portfolio. You have to invest in her before she becomes a part of your portfolio. So then apparently an anal bead hits Courtney. Charming, I'm sure. Or that was a charming time to be had, I'm sure. So Joe is down for play. It doesn't matter if it's Chantel or Joe. And Joe is down for some tongue action and does not mind a lifted leg. Oh, damn. And Chantel's like, I did not expect this from my Cooper Cub. We can work with it. But then Chantel says that she doesn't want any ass play. I'm like, girl. Listen, apparently there's this thing called the gooch on men, okay? I learned about this just from living life and doing my research and also being open-minded, okay? So this is a real thing. So men have an area down there. There's this thing called the principles of pleasure where men and women are separated by one thing. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. Also, too, Sex, Love, and Goop and How to Build a Sex Room are fabulous shows on Netflix. I think there's a sex show on Hulu as well. So shout out to all the sex education reality shows and docuseries for providing this education. Because guess what? Not everybody lives in an area to have the health care that they need in order to know what to do, or know how to be, or know how to move. Sincerely, the more we learn, the more we can handle. The more we learn, the more we can handle. The more we learn, the more we can handle. But that was a little crazy, Joe, to just be that blunt with. But hey, go off, King. Go off, King. Go off, King. And so Courtney says that, eating it from the back tastes like truffles. At least asks, like, how do you know it tastes like truffles? Because that's what her friends tell her. Courtney! People are going to insinuate that you have experience if you know what it tastes like. Like, what the hell is going on here? Oh my God. As the fireworks are going off behind us, ladies and gentlemen. So, Rob is walking Jennifer to her room. And there's a bet that is made that if Jennifer wins Mario Kart, that Rob has to wash Jennifer's clothes. But if that Rob wins, he gets a kiss. So it's a bet over Mario Kart, like I said before. And then Cole kisses Jen on the cheek. And I'm just like, Cole, bruh, like, you just, it's not worth it, bro. Like, she feels that you're aggressive, this, that, and the third, and bro, just stop. Because it's just like, there's already a fire, and every time you do something cringe, it just adds lighter fluid. I'm squirting lighter fluid onto the situation. So pretend that this is lighter fluid, not squirting, okay? That's what Cole is doing every time he does something. That's cringe. So after all of that, Cole says he's not that far into the relationship. Bro, y'all don't have a relationship. You're getting to know each other. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. I mean, my lord, the Invisible Man has more game at Epic Universe than Cole does. And you can't see his face. Because he drank Novocaine and made himself invisible. So, Rob is not backing down from his connection with Jennifer. Tiffany and Chantel talk about, their mental state after, having some drinks. So at least it's disgusted that Rob and Jennifer can both move on so quickly. At least there's other singles here, okay? Did you not know the show you signed up for? Like, you should be trying to get to know other people too. And it's just like, at least is pissed off for Cole, but it's like, at least Cole played himself because he jumped into people's business that wasn't his business to jump into. And so then Uzman takes Courtney to her room, 322. I think it's 322 or 332. Either way, start with 3 and then 2. So Uzman wanted a hug, and Courtney said, Courtney thought he said, "Give me your hole." Courtney, are you that displacent? He didn't say, "Give me your hole." He said, "Give me a hug." Oh my God. Let's see here. Child of God, Braylon's sweetie, how are you? It's been forever. God bless you. Child of God, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Where? Well, we're in. Hey, look! Don't at me. Don't at me. Don't at me. Don't at me. T-Talk with your girl. Let me know where we know each other from, because I think I've seen that name before. Because I think I used to talk to you all the time from one of the chats. But it's good to see you, and I hope all is well, my friend. Sorry, man, this ear thing has been messing me up. Sometimes you'll get like dry earwax. Okay, yes. Okay, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I've been here. Ooh, good damn. Okay, there we go. Sorry, y'all. Thank you so much, my friend. Listen, like I said before, I'm just talking with Child Guy for a minute. So just give us a moment here. Like I said before, Child Guy, I said my 5 statements. Right, I said by the time season 7 comes on TV, it's gonna be season 8 on YouTube. There's something coming down the line that ain't nobody gonna know about, or that nobody knows about rather. Social media and the show are gonna clash in a way that we've never seen. That season poster looked like a final season poster. All we revealed was not chosen by accident. And I did say, Braylon Lee, this guy right here who dropped this bar. About I have to know the small things that will tick her off, but I have to also know the small things that will lift her up. I did say this was going to prove who's a real content creator, who's not a real content creator. So what do you want me to do? Not to you, Child Guy, but just to everybody, you know that really love that show. I'm just like, I predicted it for over a year. You know, in the words of Olmec from the Legends of the Hidden Temple, the choices are yours and yours alone. Some of y'all didn't have to, mentally die in the temple. You had a guide with different routes to get you out the temple. But some of y'all wanted to stay, to find the treasure. Turns out there was no treasure. So now you are mentally dead because you didn't listen to the route that was given. Oh, child, must be a bitch or a Mitch to be in that state of despair, child. Moving on, back to our review. Good to see you, Child Guy. You're always welcome here. Good to see you. So back to our review, everybody. So after all of that, yeah, like I said, Courtney, were you that displacent? Uzman did not say, "Give me your whole." First of all, if that was said, I think everybody would be like, "Wait a minute." First of all, I mean, shout out to consent, but like, that's a weird way to ask for consent. Oh, okay. So then Rob is like, "Cole, you played yourself." But I'm not mad at Cole because he has good taste. So then Rob doesn't care about losing that Mario Kart. I mean, honestly, if I was with Nzinga, I wouldn't give a damn about, losing that Mario Kart because me and her will be playing Mario Kart. Peaches, 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 I love you. Oh, peaches, peaches. Jack Black made the thick girl anthem. Do you hear me? Shout out to Jack Black, by the way. Great dude. But moving on. So Courtney doesn't know what to say to Uzman. Now we're back with Courtney and Uzman. Uzman wants to stay until tomorrow morning, and he asked about his feet being smelly. And the question gets asked by Courtney, "What side of the bed do you sleep on?" And Uzman said, "I'm down for any side." And then, Courtney is like, "You weren't the same clothes from the club. Like, you need to go back and change," and all that stuff. And Uzman takes it wrong. Of that, Courtney did not want Uzman there. She wanted you there, but she just wanted to be comfortable. And not comfortable with you mentally, but comfortable with you physically. Because if we just hanged out at the club in Tulum for 4 hours? 5 hours maybe? Because here's the thing. Reality TV, they take 12 hours of content on a good day. 14 hours on a bad day. Because they got to take all that content over, a month 2 months or 3 months and condense that down into 42-minute episodes without commercials on streaming, but an hour on television, right? So after 5 hours of partying at the club, I need to go back to my place and shower and change. And then if you want me to come over, then I will come over, right? So, Uzman, you took that wrong. But then also, too, I mean, maybe Courtney was just tired, bro. Like, that's a thing. That's the thing. That doesn't mean that it's you. You know what I mean? So, Courtney says Uzman is all talk but no action because Uzman said that, you know, Uzman's asking Courtney, hey, can I sleep with you? But you haven't asked, you know, her on a date. I fully agree. So everybody's getting ready for bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Jennifer and Rob are having foreplay. You know, just, I love you. I love you. Drive me crazy. Grabbing hard. Thinking about you, baby. Coming to mother's bosom. Like, so foreplay. It's at 1 a.m. Then at 2 a.m., they're still up. They go out to the pool, and they are both naked. And there is sex. Let's get it on. Ah, baby, let's get it on. Looking back over my years, I must have shed some tears. To myself, time and time again, I thought I was going to win. And the buzzing through all the things of two-time loser. Trying to hold on, but my faith is strong, but it's another sad song. I think I better let it go. This looks like another TKO. As we slept, boom, boom, the night away. Ooh, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Ooh, hey, as we lay. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. I will be loving you forever, always. Basically, they got them. Okay. She found herself. She found the love of her life. Then the two of them joined together in the Lord. Now she complete. Wanna call the lady her lover in the Lord. So then it's the next morning. As the fireworks are going off behind us here, ladies and gentlemen, for my performance, y'all will never have to worry about me being on American Idol or The Voice at all, or any singing competition for that matter, unless I'm hosting it, okay? So then Courtney and Jennifer, they're talking, they're having drinks in the morning. Jennifer says that Rob was super respectful and cold all night. I'm like, Jennifer, you do realize this is on the air, right? So, yeah, okay. But then Courtney knows that there's more there. And she is proud. Well, not proud, but she's like cognizant of, you know what, maybe it's a good thing that, you know, Jennifer didn't tell more because I was spread around. So Jennifer was hurt by Colt and was not using Rob to hurt Colt. Bullshit. That's exactly what you did. Gaslighter! Colt and Uzman talking about last night, and Uzman's trying to figure out Colt's vibe for Courtney, but it's like, bruh, you can't run someone else's race. If that's Colt's race, that's Colt's race, and if Courtney's your race, then she's your race. So both of y'all are on a race for Courtney. One of y'all gonna get to the finish line, the other one's going to lose. Like, it is what it is. But you're a little too invested, my man. Just a little too invested. So with that being said, you know, Colt likes Latinas and thinks Jennifer is attractive, but it's not here for her. Plus, Jennifer messes around too much. I fully agree with Colt. Like, Colt is not the entire package, But there are 10 other categories, as one of my friends said to me, right? So Courtney is getting to know them both. We're back with Courtney and Jennifer. They're talking, and Uzman's being a little territorial, just a little too much, right? So Colt is checking Uzman over the access to Courtney, and Uzman is trying to be macho man, and it's just like, bro, really, like, stop. Like, you're trying to take an inch and make it a mile, but it's not that all. And Uzman is saying Colt and him are not the same, nor do you have to be. And, Uzman was saying, well, a real attractive woman who's not, slow would choose me over you. I can sing, I can dance, this, that, and third. And then Uzman says, I'm more man than Colt. And then Colt finds his cojones. He finds his cojones. And says, if you have to say that you're more man than me, then you're nothing. And Colt's not being nice anymore. And you know what, Colt? Good on you, motherfucker. Good on you. I mean, damn. It took us a while, but good look. You know what? Very proud. Because I feel you. Like, bro, we both are cast members on one of the biggest reality TV franchises. We're both getting paid for this. Our food is covered. Our drinks are covered. Our flights were covered. Our rooms are covered. We both have a social media following that is allowing us to be, and move how we want to a lot more. And you want to say you're more man than me? Bruh, you missed the assignment. So good on you. So then right after that, preview comes on. Tiffany and Carlo, they're in the mud bath, and Carlo learns that Tiffany has 2 kids. Then we see Jolissa, I think one of the dating coaches. 3 games, 4 teams. And so then there's a game called Pop the Balloon, but you can't use any hands, so everybody's having a good time with that. And Tim is warming up to Elise. I'm like, oh my God, Tim, no. Did you not see what happened with Elise and Rob? No. In the words of Brian from Family Guy, no. So then they have a kiss off. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not just man-woman. Oh, no. This is woman. Now, I don't think any of the men, kissed any men, but we didn't see that in the preview. So we got to wait until next Monday at 8, 7 Central on TLC and stream the next day on Discovery Plus to see what's going on. But sometimes episodes drop at midnight too. So be on the lookout for that for Discovery Plus and HBO Max. And Chantel's about to kiss Jennifer. And the last time that Chantel kissed her friend, I think it was Angel, messed her all up. So, ladies and gentlemen, for that, Cole and Jennifer talked about Rob, right? And it's like, I'm so glad to have to see, you guys being loving that you do. You did a dumbass move that they do on The Bachelorette. You will use your time with the girl that you like to talk about another man. That is a weak, soft Mitch of a move. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 90-day Fiance Hunt for Love Season 1, Episode 4 after show, child. What an after show. This was a good episode. I gotta say, I think this episode probably had the most meat on the bones that we've seen. Of course, we don't know how many episodes. I think it might be 10 to 13. Usually 10 to 13 is the sweet spot for, reality TV. So we shall see, right? We shall see. We're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
I'm loving it. I'm loving you right back. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have you here. I saw 18 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. 12 people in the building now. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Like I said, we are here talking about 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love Season 1, Episode 4 After Show. What an episode that was. Here's the thing about 90 Day Fiance, right? Hey, Colton, my man, good to see you. This brother right here is from our Ready to Love family here. Love that brother so much there. I gotta tell you, the thing about 90 Day Fiance is you gotta strike when the iron's hot, because sometimes the cast will piss you off where it's like, you know what? No, like after Bilal and Shida, I'm just like, no, I need a long break from 90 Day Fiance. So the last time we covered it was 90 Day Fiance Single Life with Teray and everybody. It was a great cast. And so when I saw this, I was like, ooh, it's been a minute since we did 90 Day Fiance. So I'm like, yes, okay, we'll do that. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. And then I think I want to review the show Virgins, because I feel like that's a very interesting show. It's only like one episode out right now. So I think I may do that starting after the Never Ever Mets, because guess what? We got to wait until August 1st at 8/7 Central for Red Love to come back, which, why? I'm just asking. Like, soon as the reunion is done, I mean, depending on how many episodes it is, I mean, GG9, the great GG9 said this should be a 2-part, 2-hour live reunion special, which I fully agree with, do it from live audience. Oprah has done live TV. I don't know why her network doesn't do live content, but okay. But anyway, child. Or you could do a 3-part, 2-hour each reunion, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Believe me, we will be there all weekend for it. Or you could do a 2-hour, 1-part reunion, right? But we don't know how many parts it's going to be. But after that, though, next Friday should be Red Love back on TV. But go off, though. Okay. 15 people in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me thank everybody for being here. Picture printing for myself with Colton. Thank you so much for being here. And also to Child of God. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Like I said, you're welcome back anytime over here, my friend. It is good to see you. Yes, indeed. See, this is the thing. If you're always showcasing your character is of good, is of joy, and you're giving your best to people, people will remember what you gave. If you give them good, they'll remember you're good. So. Now remember what Fantasia Barrino said, sometimes you have to lose in order to win. I've come to realize whenever you try to make somebody else lose, you also lose too. Losing comes from the devil. Wins come from God. Doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, we're just here chilling. 14 people in the building. Like I'm sure, Scrappy, you guys got any questions about 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love? Please drop them in the live chat below. Would love to hear your take. What's going on? Like I said before, I have to know the small things that I'll tick her off, but I also have to know the small things that I'll lift her up. So, there it is there. By the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but we have done one show at 11 a.m. Diddy trial recap for today was going to be right now at 6 p.m. But a juror got sick and got vertigo, so court was canceled at 9:36 this morning. So I did a show for the day trial at 2 o'clock. So if you missed that, it's on the channel. Don't worry about that. So that's 2 shows. This is the 3rd show, right? And then this 4th show that you guys are about to see the thumbnail for. Bring that up for you all. Right here. Now this show right here has been moved a lot. So I thought it was going to be at 10:30 because I thought we were going to have the like I said, 11 a.m. show, 6 p.m. show, 8:30 p.m. show would have been this show that you're watching now, and then 10:30 would have been this show. But we were talking about the Kanye lawsuit, right? The Lawrence Scott versus Kanye West lawsuit breakdown. So that'll be happening in 94 minutes. Right here on our channel. So we will be digging into it. I do have the lawsuit right there. So we will be reading that lawsuit live. So be ready for that at 8:30 here. All right. So it should be a good time had by all. Yes, indeed. So 4 shows in one day. Like I said, I try to stagger them out through the day so that way you won't feel like you're just getting shows back to back to back to back to back to back. Because I'm a big believer in your time is important, it is valuable, it is like currency. That's because it is currency, right? So 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that gives you 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2, 3, 3 or 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. That gives you 7 hours gap, right? Then you get 6 to 7, 7 to 8. So 6 to 8:30. So that gives you 2 hours and 30 minutes. So you get a little short of a break, but it's still long enough break that by the time 8:30 comes around, you're good. If you space out your shows, people will still love you enough that, oh my God, they just gave me something, but they're coming back with something. I can rest and get ready, right? Because let me tell you, these shows don't come weak. Like I literally was just on the phone with a friend of mine, and we were talking about the Tom Perry case, right? And by the way, if you missed that, we read all 46 pages live. And my friend was like, bro, you could summarize. I'm like, dude, there's other people that read the 46 pages. I'm like, I did not get to 500,000 views and over 3,000 subscribers coming in week. By the way, people were going to want to know about what happened in the lawsuit anyway, so might as well read the whole thing to them. I had nothing else to do. You know what I mean? So if you want to see it, it's there. Yes, it's 3 hours. Might need to set aside some time, maybe on the weekend, and watch that. But it's there because there are people who are genuinely curious about lawsuits. They want to know everything. So there you go. And plus, there's plenty of content creators that will summarize it for you. But there's some of us that actually like to do a deep dive. So, you know, there should be content out there for everybody. So. And speaking of content out there for everybody, I want you to see this right here. Oh, by the way, congratulations to Chef Don for making it to 15,000 subscribers. Was there a little bit earlier today, showing him some love. He was like, Braylon, aren't you live? that tells me that he subscribed. So much love to him. And then right here, this conversation is going to be real interesting. The Nintendo TikTok potential acquisition breakdown town hall. When I tell you what I got in store for y'all with that, just wait until you see it. I promise you're going to be like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. So that will be tomorrow night, Juneteenth, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Right now, there is a poll up on the community wall. If you guys want this at 6 p.m. or do you want it at 8:30? Because of the trial not happening today and Juneteenth is tomorrow, it's a federal holiday. So that will be that there. I got one vote for 8:30 p.m. Okay, so I'll pay attention to the votes, and then whatever comes up, then we'll make it do what it do there. So this indeed. Oh man. So yeah. Yes, indeed. So one more minute, and then I will turn off my camera here. Then we'll just chill out for a little bit, probably to maybe 1 hour and 10 minutes, and that'll give you guys a daily moment. Then we'll rest so we can get ready for that Kanye lawsuit breakdown show right here live. I gotta tell you something. I have read more court documents now than I ever have, and I want to give credit to somebody that actually a couple of people. T from TV, shout out to you. Okay, shout out to you, sister. But also trending at some point as well. She was reading court documents very early on, right? And shout out to her, right? So, and here's the thing too, right? Nobody owns that segment of reading court documents, because here's the thing: whenever you are talking about a hot topic, or as we call them, destinations here, if the lawsuit is public, then it adds to the story or the hot topic or the destination or what have you that you're speaking about. And also to document things as well in many other content creators that they've read, court documents for a long time, or at least a decent amount or a decent amount of time. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, we cover anything and everything else with the culture over here. So all the losses I've been reading, they have been because of the destinations at hand that you guys have been traveling to. So, I think it's important that we recognize the contributions that people have done, but also to recognize that just because someone else is doing it doesn't mean that they're trying to undercut anybody. Because guess what? If you ain't reading that Tyler Perry lawsuit, I don't know what's going on with you. If you didn't read that Cassie lawsuit, I don't know what's going on with you. If you didn't read that Jonathan Majors lawsuit, I don't know what's going on with you. If you didn't read that Smokey Robinson lawsuit, I don't know what's going on with you. If you don't read any lawsuit, which is your right not to read it, but if you don't read it, I don't know what's going on with you. Because if it's a hot topic, then it's a hot topic. Like that Haley Bailey order, right? Read it live because it was relevant. The Keke Palmer lawsuit, we read that. So if it's relevant to the audience and they want to know about, then that's our job as content creators to create content that creates context, conjecture, and connection for our audience to understand why it's so important to talk about it. So with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Man, I cannot wait for this conversation tomorrow night at 8:30 or 6 o'clock, depending on what's going on with all of you. And like I said, I hope your Juneteenth barbecues go well, my friends. I hope they really go well. Yes, indeed. So, oh man. Yes, indeed. 8 people in the building with me here. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Yes, indeed. So, oh my Lord. 12 people in the building. Thank you. Like I said, tomorrow night, Nintendo TikTok potential acquisition breakdown town hall. I'm gonna give you context, conjecture, and connection. Why I believe Nintendo could also be a buyer in the TikTok conversation. I've been saying Disney for a while. I said some others too, but this one, you're gonna be very surprised at how to pull this one off. But then again, if you watch our channel, you know I don't come empty-handed, right? Because I am the me and nerd of social media. This is what I do. So. Had to get my phone for a minute. Yes, indeed. So, my Lord Jesus. See, if we're just resting here until 1:10 p.m. Not 1:10 p.m. child. 1:10 p.m. was like 7 hours ago. Anyway, yeah, there's that. So, but no, we'll wait here until 1 hour and until 1 hour and 10 minutes rather. So. Oh my Lord. So yeah, we're just chilling. Yes, indeed. Like I said, if you guys got any questions on 90 Day Fiance, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. Yes, indeed. Jesus Christ. Sorry. So yeah, today is Wednesday and tomorrow is Thursday. Then it's the weekend, baby. Yes, indeed it is. You know, as life has been going on here, I have become more and more and more grateful that I have made it through another week, because man, with everything going on, we could always be in a worse state. I mean, everybody could be in a worse state, right? So I'm so grateful that we still make it through another week, even if the week didn't turn out to be what we wanted to be for us. We still are here. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that didn't rise up this morning. So yes. Nine people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. We're just chilling at this point. We talked about 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love Season 1, Episode 4. This conversation right here that you're seeing in front of you will be tomorrow night at 8:30. Or 6 o'clock, depending on the votes there. That's on my community wall if you want to go vote on that, about how Nintendo could acquire TikTok. So it should be a very interesting discussion there. But before that conversation will be happening, we will be doing this conversation right here tonight, live in 82 minutes, the Lauren Piscata versus Kanye West lawsuit breakdown. We'll be reviewing all 25 pages live. So please be there for that. That should be something special. Yes, indeed. So. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Almost there to 1 hour and 10 minutes there. Yes, indeed. I'm hoping something comes through soon because, like I said, I would love to be able to do this full time, but my mom and dad have always said, you know, make sure that you're responsible for what you do as you are pursuing your dreams, right? You don't want to leave one job and you don't want to leave one job without having another job, right? So, because believe me, if I could do this 5 days a week and make what? I mean, even $500,000 a month, I would be cool with that. Sincerely, because if I do 500,000 times 12 months, that's $6 million a year. I'm cool with that because it's just me. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I would like to expand my life, you know, have a wife and kids and everything in between. But in due time, you understand? But still, I would love to do this full time. But in the same token, it just, you got to do the work before you can rest and do what you want to do as work, right? So there is that. Yes, indeed. Man, as we get ready to head on to our final minute here, let me get the daily motivator up for all of you. Yes, indeed, here. GreatDay.com. There we go. When you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. Theodore Roosevelt. Today, yes, indeed. There's time for the Daily Motivator for Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. Exceeding expectations. It's great to exceed your own expectations, but it's also frightening. You begin to wonder, what's a fluke? Can this continue? What's the catch? No, in fact, it wasn't a fluke. You did it, and you can do it again, and now it's a good time to begin. When you fall off a horse, the best response is to get right back on. When your performance exceeds your expectations, then raise those expectations even higher. Yes, you're in unfamiliar territory, so start doing all that you can to make it more familiar. The evidence of your increased capability is clear. Accept that evidence, get used to it, and continue to move forward at higher and higher levels, Ralph Wilson. Let's talk about that, exceeding expectations. Like I said, I truly believe that the expectations we set for ourselves can be guardrails to help us or hurt us. I truly believe that. With this channel, like I said before, I didn't know what this was going to be. I didn't know how I was going to do this. I didn't even know who I was going to become. But I always recognized that people want a outlet, right? And when it comes to this space of social media, because YouTube is definitely different than any other platform. I don't care what you say, because it combines video, it combines audio, it combines showmanship, and so many other degrees of creativity that it really is everything, right? And so I think my expectation for this channel was, I just want to have fun, right? I want to be able to create content that if I was not doing this content, how would I like to see it on YouTube? But most of all, I just want to be a place to fall for people. And it's a blessing that, like I said, right now, there's not people here. You know what I mean? And I think the first thing I would tell you about exceeding expectations is recognize that the expectations you set on yourself can protect you, but also they can hurt you if you let the guardrail stay up for a little too long. So when it's time for expansion, expand. And don't worry about if people are going to accept your expansion or not, because guess what? The people that are not going to accept it never wanted you to expand anyway. So why give a fuck about them when they don't give a fuck about themselves anyway? That's like saying, I've been trying to transition my content. Anybody can try to take somebody to execute. Unless you're just a one-trick pony that only can stay at the state fair. You going from state fair to state fair, you're seeing different sights, but you're not able to experience none of them. It's a damn fucking shame. My Lord Jesus. Sorry, God, I didn't put you in that. Some people that are upon the earth, they need to be under a recall, God. I'm just saying. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Second thing I'll tell you about exceeding expectation, right? Yes, you're in unfamiliar territory. There's a blessing of being in unfamiliar territory when it comes to you, being an artist. And I think the number one question that artists usually get, from fans, from, commentators, from critics, from Lati Dati, everybody who's worth $2 what your girl is. How do you do that? And I'm not talking about the Jennifer Hudson question of how do you do that and not have any comprehension skills to know how to carry yourself in a conversation. Not saying Jennifer Hudson is not intelligent. Okay, listen. Talking about skill set when it comes to being a talk show host. But with that being said, the reason why artists are never afraid is because guess what? If they don't do it, they already failed. Mentally, right? So if you never start off doing anything, guess what? You already failed. That's just like saying, man, I can't enter that contest. Have a chance to fly out to see Fiance. Well, guess what? You're not entering. You already failed at the chance of winning it, right? So what's the harm in trying? That's the second thing I would say is that even though you are in uncharted territory, there's a blessing in an open space that hasn't been filled. There's a blessing in that. And finally here, get yourself used to it. I don't think anybody will ever become completely comfortable with themselves, right? as a human being, as a brand, as an entity, as a platform, or as a voice for whatever culture of industry or whatever society that you're a part of, right? Or fandom, or what have you. The reason why some people fail so much is because they fly too close to the sun. Y'all remember a story called Icarus? The directions were, don't fly too close to the sun. You can fly, but the wings have to stay on. They have to have a mechanism to, for them to make movement. And so what ends up happening is your curiosity kills you, right? So what I would say to anyone trying to figure out how to be for wherever they want to be in terms of whatever they want to go after, figure out who you want to be for you before you start flying. Figure out who you want to be for you before you start flying. Figure out who you want to be for you before you start flying. And I recognize that, hey, guess what? I may not be a bald eagle. I may not be a bald eagle child. I may not be an eagle, flying with 100,000 subscribers. But, I'm a bird out here. And, I'm flying good. Because I respect the faculties I have in order to be able to fly as far as I can for right now. And what ends up happening is when you try to fly at someone else's speed, you don't have the capacity to match their speed, right? And so that's when you fall. You only rise based on running your own race. You will always fall running someone else's race. You will always rise running your own race. You will always fall trying to run someone else's race. Let me say that one more time. You will always rise by running your own race. You will always fall by trying to run somebody else's. And with that being said, everybody, time join a morning show. Don't be no sorry ass Ricky Smiley morning show, please. By the way, the only one on that show that needs a morning show is the Brat. The Brat would mollywop Ricky Smiley in the morning. Take my word for it. Damn it. Anyway, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. With that being said, know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Ask one thing, call yourself. It's another thing, be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, we're also be great together. And always remember, whether you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that, hey, listen, the more that you try to sting people's eyes, you do realize eventually that vinegar gets in your eyes, right? Because somebody's going to throw that vinegar back at you. Make sure the replay's not just for you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you. I always remember, receive love. You got to give it. Receive love. You got to give it. Receive love. You got to give it. Or for obstacles you have overcome, or success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one's as proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. Oh, my Lord. And finally, y'all, listen. I remember something that Cat Williams said in that Club Shay Shay interview when it came to Kevin Hart. He said, God will put me in a hallway with him when it's time. I want you to know this. Whatever is meant to happen for you is going to be in that hallway when it's time. The reason why you're not in the hallway of your blessings yet is because it's not time for you to go down that hallway yet. And some of y'all are so desperate to get to that hallway that you will go through hallways of curses to get to that blessing. But here's the gag. Curses come from the devil. Blessings come from God. Just saying. I'm just saying. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings all the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as people, as culture. I feel the love is in the right back to you. If this is your final tour stop for this evening, good evening to you. One love, much love, all love to you. Enjoy your night. There are plenty of great content creators. Just be careful where you go. Go to where you are appreciated, not where you're tolerated. And if this is not your final stop, I will see you here as it loads up in 67 minutes for the Lauren Piscata and Kanye West lawsuit breakdown. We will be live in 67 minutes reading that lawsuit right here, right from the space, right here on our channel. One love, much love, all love. I feel love, and I send it right back to really try. StreamYard does this all the damn time. Give me one moment. You know, the good thing about StreamYard, we've seen it so much that y'all understand the problem, right? We'll make sure this is showing up here. On StreamYard, work with me. There we go. Like I said, I'll see you guys in 67 minutes at 8:30. This is not your final stop. We'll be reading the Lawrence Piscata and Kanye West lawsuit right here on this channel. Once again, I feel the love. Send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all here in just a little bit at 8:30. If not, God bless you. I love you, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
don't make a lick of sense to most people. A big city built below sea level that throws logic out the window and beads to strangers. And our chicken is no different. A fast food restaurant selling fried chicken that takes 12 hours to marinate? That makes no sense. But it does make delicious. The best recipe for big flavor ain't about logic. Because you know magic when you see it or when you taste it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General, author, ruler, man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, An isle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey